What are shadow people? What are shadow people? The explanation is beyond creepy. Can I get this off my screen? Okay. Have you ever been reading or watching TV when suddenly the the periphery of your vision, or in the periphery, that's how you say that, right? Let me just start over. Have you ever been reading or watching TV when suddenly in the periphery of your vision, you catch a glimpse of what appears to be a shadowy figure in the room with you? Dark, humanoid figures like these are commonly known as shadow people, and they can be extremely scary and unsettling to the people who experience seeing them. But defining exactly what shadow people are and if they are actually paranormal is up for debate. Descriptions of shadowy, human-like figures have appeared in folklore and religious texts throughout history and across cultures. Some examples include supernatural creatures known as Djinn of ancient Islamic theology, and the beings known as Nalasua Chito of the Native American Choctaw tribes of mythology. The modernly used term shadow people was coined by paranormal researcher and book author Heidi Hollis, who claims that shadow people have been around since the beginning of time and usually appear as dark human-shaped silhouettes in our peripheral vision. The fear of the dark and all of its shadows is a common one, probably because our eyes tend to play tricks on us when the lights are low. A jacket hanging on the door can easily morph into a silhouette, and a pile of blankets could suddenly look like someone lurking in your bed. But could shadow people be more than that? Here's what you need to know about shadow people and what it means if you see one. Shadow people are a bit of an enigma in the paranormal community. Professionals, witch and psychic Renee Watt tells Bustle, they often thought of ghosts or collection of negative energy, but as is true with most paranormal phenomena, there is no finite answer. According to Watt, shadow people can appear in different forms and may even indicate that someone is under a psychic attack. Many paranormal experts also theorize that there may be a connection between shadow people and extraterrestrial life, and that these beings could be otherworldly in origin or have a correlation with alleged alien abduction experiences. While exact supernatural origin of these shadow-like beings is debated among paranormal experts, there is one thing that most agree upon, which is that the presence of shadow people is wholly unsettling. These shadowy, human-like entities have a bit of a murky reputation, as most people who report seeing them state that they feel uncomfortable, scared, and even in some extreme cases, even paralyzed with fear, Watt says. Most reporters on shadow people are overwhelmingly negative and accompanied by a feeling of dread. Skeptics note that do shadow people have a scientific explanation? Skeptics note that seeing shadow people could simply be chalked up to sleep paralysis. Okay, here we go. We're getting a little deep now. Which is a medical phenomenon that takes place when someone is between sleeping and wakeful state. During sleep paralysis, a person feels fully conscious, but they're unable to move or speak and may experience a feeling of innate dread, the sensation of being suffocated, or even hallucinations of shadowy figures. Other potential or other potential experiences indicate or include experiencing heightened emotional state, sleep deprivation, or substance use. It's also important to consider that most shadow people sightings appear in a peripheral vision, which is designed to detect motion and movement, not detail. That said, it would be easier to mistake something in the it would be easier to mistake something in the corner of your eye for something that isn't. That would be if you were to see something head on. What do shadow people, or what to do if you see a shadow person? It's normal to feel fearful if you see something as inexplicable as a shadow person. But according to experts, it's best to focus on staying grounded and not letting yourself be overwhelmed by the discomfort of what you're experiencing. If you encounter a shadow person, the worst thing you can do is give it your fear, as entities with negative intent thrive on their ability to make us feel unsafe or uncomfortable. Watt says, the best thing you can do is call in spiritual protection, pray, or simply stand your ground by firmly telling the shadow person to leave you alone. One-off encounters with the shadow being can be creepy, but if your visions of these entities are ongoing, it might indicate that it's time to do some spiritual cleansing of your energy field and of your living space. If you're having multiple experiences with shadow people, you may want to consider doing a major energetic house cleansing or hiring professional energy worker to do it for you. Watt says, you can spiritually cleanse your home and hopefully keep shadow people at bay by performing a protection ritual, putting out cleansing crystals in your home, or burning purifying herbs. Wow. So, this article was originally published on October 14, 2018. Bustle. Creepy tag. Here we go. All this stuff. Good article. Shadow people. It could be real. We could be looking at something very, very scary here. If you see a shadow person, stay grounded. Don't let it take your fear. That's a good one. I wouldn't have thought of that. And always just remember to keep an umbrella with you. That's all I can. That's that was too easy. That's all I gotta say. If you have an umbrella with you, don't forget to bring your umbrella. That's all I'm saying. Because when it rains, what are you gonna do? You're just gonna walk in the rain? That's cool sometimes. It's not cool all the time. Don't forget to bring an umbrella. Spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purple recording, so I'm not angry anymore. But I am ready to attack. It's good to see you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget your umbrella. I see you brought it today. Good shit. Let's rain.